gonna give y'all an update. It has been crazy, but in the most blessed way. Whether it was the top of the year, the school went well. We've ran programs every month. All types of workshops, all types of like speaking engagement. Events have been going crazy. And I feel like in the last joint that, you know, I talked about like why this art of hustle is so important, and I just feel like I'm really in that season right now. I feel like now I see like exactly what I spoke of. Like I see it all making sense. In everything I do, every idea now I know exactly like how to place it, where to place it, who to place it with, or even if it's something I gotta give away. I'm learning that too. Is like, all right, X, y'all don't have to implement every single idea. Sometimes it might be for somebody else, and that's tough in itself. It's just like knowing that you got this immense amount of creativity, but like this dope idea that you come up with might not be for you. That's been really tough because I can't do everything, even though I want to.
Right.
But yeah.
These last few weeks, what's been shifting for you? Like, not what's just been happening, but like anything that's been weighing heavier, hitting harder, or just moving differently in your world?
What's been shifting? Dealing with family, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with like real life, dealing with family, and just changes and getting older, right? Like just and the people around you, like things are just naturally just changing, like the way things were or not the way things stay. And battling that side, but still having to like keep up with what you started is a huge like it can be a huge battle, because with entrepreneurship I feel like that's your baby, so you're always gonna cater to that. But naturally, like, right, like life just shifts. Yeah. And there's things you have to cater to and time, you know what I'm saying? Things you have to put you have to put that time into as well.
They take priority.
And it becomes, you know what I'm saying, it takes priority, whether that's forgiving or like nurturing certain relationships or letting go of certain relationships. All of those things like are parallel to entrepreneurship, and you're constantly just battling which one do I play today? Right. Which card do I play today? Like, right. You know, I can work all day, you know what I'm saying, but like at some point, you know, I need to go sit with my mom and just kick it. You feel me? Like, yeah. You can't get that time back. So like just battling that and just understanding that I'm home. Yeah. And I do have I get an opportunity that not a lot of people get to have, because one, I'm building a business at home, right. But then my family at home gets to like be a part of it. So I want to make sure I nurture those relationships in the best way possible, and I don't think I've done the best job of it. I do what I can, but I'm also, this is my first time doing this too, so like it's not like I've done this before. Somebody else has done it before and they're like, oh, this is how you do this is how you manage family, relationships, friends, loved ones, in the city, out the city, so on and so forth, right. And still keep your passion first, still keep food on your plate, and there's no manual to this. Yeah. Right. So like, you know, that's been a major thing, and I think that in this art of hustle year, like, learning how to implement them in. So that means like, hey, maybe I can fold you into my world a little bit if that allows you to us to spend a little bit more time. And maybe even with my talents, I can pull things that I see that you're talented in and give you an opportunity. Like that might just open up something for you as well. So that's some of the things that I feel like are shifting. And I also feel like just the city, right? Like the city shifting and understanding like the culture and the climate here is completely different than any other city, and I'm watching it grow in an immense way. I'm watching creatives just pop up. I'm watching events happen all the time where we used to just sit around and wait for events.
Yeah.
And so now I'm understanding, okay, X, like your creativity has now created lanes where other people can create opportunities and create things as well, so that you don't always have to create to enjoy.
Right.
Like now I get to go to somebody else's thing, you know what I'm saying, and understand and oh, excuse me, and enjoy that as well. So oh, excuse me.
So where do you find yourself, like with what you just said, like being able to know that you're somebody who developed a space and a lane and curated things that inspired others to now follow in your footsteps and create? Where does that put you mentally in terms of having the ability to more so enjoy versus oversee, or like be in charge of? Does it make you happy? Like, how does that make you feel knowing like, man, all these things are happening in my city now, and I was kind of the catalyst for that? How does that, you know?
Yeah, like, I mean, I definitely, you know, it feels really, really good to see. It makes me want to make sure that, like, I don't, how do I say it? Like, I don't have to, like, seeing certain things is like, okay, like, if there's something already being created and I see somebody, that kind of takes a little bit of pressure off of me, to where I don't feel like I have to do so much, because it's like other people have creativity too, and maybe, you know, maybe you just being yourself is just allowing people to, like you said, catalyzing and providing platforms is allowing people to be like, okay, I can do something, like, let me jump out and do something. I think I'm grateful for it, like, to be honest. I'm very, very grateful for it. It's something that you kind of wait for. Is like, you know, you sit around, you're like, why ain't nobody doing this? Why ain't nobody doing this? Why ain't nobody doing this? And now that it's happening, it's like, okay, cool. If that means, like, I can uplift them or provide some advice or some mentorship where I didn't have it, so that they can do it at a high level, right? Then if that means that that's my position, then that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna support in the best way possible. I'm going to, like I said, uplift in the best way possible. If it makes sense for collaboration, then it makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay. And if I can attend, then I can attend. It doesn't mean that it stops the show for what I have going on. Yeah. It doesn't mean it stops any event that we have going on, or any, like, you know, program or anything like that. And it doesn't mean that if it looks the same that it has to be a conflict. Right. Right. Like. Right, like, if we do a lunch and learn and you do a lunch and learn, so be it. Like, it doesn't mean that the city, just because it's small or because of where we're at, and the black community is so, like, close knit, that it can't, two things can't exist. Okay. And I think I've been able to see that, like I said, in other cities where, you know, so many things and so many opportunities and so many doors are open for so many people, because everybody's not going to like the way we do it. Right. Everybody's not going to like the way our events look. Everybody's not going to like the way our events feel. So everybody's not going to like our clothing, right? Like, so there has to be somebody who jumps out there and is like, hey, look, I'm going to do the clothing, and I like how they do it, but I'm going to do it like this. Right. Because there's a demographic out there that needs that. And so that allows us to continue to live. Like, we can't, you know what I'm saying? There has to be more. Not to say that we're not going to always push and, like, you know, push for the, you know, shoot for the stars and aim for the moon, that our things, programmatically, event-wise, whatever you want to call it, in the full ecosystem, don't make sure that we are at our tip-top level, but other things can't exist. So I encourage it. I champion it. For anybody that's out there, you know what I'm saying, that's doing something, at least that's in this city. I don't care if you're in this city or in Kalamazoo, like, and I didn't realize that is actually a real city. Yeah. But if you're in, you know, wherever you are, like, I think it's very much to be said, like, you know, if you've been in your city, if you've been in your community, especially these small cities like where we are, if you've been in these small cities and you've watched your company, or if you watched your entity or whatever you want, your project, like, you know, kind of just grow to the point where you've watched other organizations and other people, you know, you've catalyzed that and you've connected dots and you've watched them kind of take off too. Champion that, bro. Applaud that. You have to, because it's only gonna create more, right? Like be a kingmaker, right? Like keep that going. Don't champion it. Don't look at that as not no competition or anything like that, because it's not competition. It's everybody has to grow, and however people grow, it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, I guess, I mean, to that question, like I really feel like right now I'm definitely in that season where I feel like I see it and I champion it. That's you.
So on the topic of monetizing your passion, I think before even jumping into it, my question would be, do you think passion alone is enough to build a business?
Passion will get you started. Passion will definitely get you started. Like, I mean, if you're passionate about something, that means you're willing to, like, if it's true passion, you're willing to probably, like, you know, go through some situations, right? Like, a kid could be passionate at basketball and, like, you know, he might scrape his knee or get cut and, you know, still want to play. But it gets to a point you're gonna have to really fall in love with it. And you're gonna have to understand that, like, one, like I always say, like, what you think it's gonna look like is not what it's gonna look like. And then two, like, passion ain't gonna keep it, right? Like, passion I personally think that passion is just the entryway into finding ways to do the thing.
Right.
But I don't think passion keeps you there. That you got to be built for it. Like, I personally think like that's a God planted alignment type of thing. Like, I know for sure the things that I'm doing, like, God has built me and my mind and my heart and my spirit specifically for what I'm doing. There's absolutely no way. Like, there's nothing outside of this. That this is the most spiritual journey that I feel like anybody could ever take. And that's the whole reason why I really want to, like, show, like, the behind the scenes part and talk about stuff that's, like, actually happening in the most, you know, however way I can get it out. But, like, yeah, this is a spiritual thing, bro. Like, passionate. I'm passionate about it. I love it to death. But these things you got, I saw a little joint. My cousin sent me a joint, and it was talking about, like, it was like entrepreneur broke versus 9 to 5 broke is completely different. It's, like, so different, bro. Like, like, and the dude was like, whoever the dude is, bro. Shout out to wherever you came up with this joint, bro. He was like, bro, like, when entrepreneur broke, like, you could hear the E in it. It's like broke E, like no bull, like for real, like, this path is for the lions, bro. This path is for the ones who ain't scared to be out in the dark. If you ever been in the woods in the dark, like, you know how many thoughts run through your mind, like, in the middle of the woods, and nobody's coming to save you, bro. So passion, yeah, cool. You passionate about that tree out there until them lights cut off and ain't no stars, and ain't nobody coming to see you, bro. Like, that's where this road is, and it's a beautiful journey. I'm talking about, you look in the mirror every day. It's a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful, like, spiritual journey, like self-awareness, emotional, physical, all of that. It's a beautiful journey, but it's not easy.
So
it's not easy.
Would be enough to spark something, but you need something deeper to sustain.
You gotta have something deeper. The only thing deeper I can think of besides money is God. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, you got those entrepreneurs that boom, they immediately hit the gold pot and $1 million, but that don't mean they come with a million problems.
Right.
And people, I think that's where people get it messed up. It's like, oh, all we need is the money. It's like, bro, money don't bring nothing but problems.
Right.
I remember what it was like having absolutely no staff, no accounting, none of that. Like, I remember that. That was easy work. Once you start asking and, getting the things that you asked for and start really, really working for it, and things start getting in place, bro, now you got to keep it up. You feel me? Like, now it's like, oh, you got to go to the next level. And the next level, it gets lonelier. It's less people that you're surrounded by. It's less people to identify with. It's less people that are doing what you do at a high level or doing what you want to do at a high level. I'm in Roanoke, Virginia, bro. Like, it's, it ain't that many black males out here doing what you know what I'm saying, what we're doing. That are peak or like really trying to knock down the doors to be at a high level. Like, so yeah, passion will get you. Passion will spark the idea. A passion will not keep you there.
Okay. So what was your moment? What was the moment you realized, what I'm doing can actually sustain me? Like, when did you find that moment in this journey? I mean, 10 years in, like, when did that hit? Like, okay, I can actually, like...
That moment for me, and I'm about to, that moment for me right now is going to Tropical Smoothie and getting this Bahama Mama with no added sugar. But no, that moment for me, bro, is I talked about this. Can I pull this over? I talked about this in the documentary, and I think I did. Like, the first time, I did not mean to turn this. I talked about this in the documentary. I think that moment for me was when I realized how, like, you ever, like, hear somebody say something about you that you knew was right, but, like, you've also, like, combated it. So, like, you weren't able to, like, validate yourself with it, but, like, you heard somebody say something that made it click, and it was like, you know what? No, I am. Right, but you just, like, you had to hear somebody else to, like, you had to hear somebody else, like, just say it.
Sometimes saying it to yourself, you don't believe it.
You don't
hear somebody else
valid.
Confirm it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So when I heard somebody say, like, yo, you were so smart, I think that's when it hit.
Really?
Because so for so long, bro, like, through high school, like, I didn't have, I mean, my grades was trash, basura, like, terrible grades, right? And I was never the smartest. I was never the fastest. I was never the strongest. Like, I mean, I'm talking about play D1 football, like, all of that. But when somebody, like, kind of, like, hit me with, like, yo, like, your mind is, like, different.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, like, so these thoughts that I be having and these, like, ideas that I be having, like, I'm not the only one that thinks that they're valuable. Like, okay, so that means there's somewhere out here that thinks that there's people out here that think that what I think and the way I go about things is valuable.
So that moment of affirmation.
Yeah, man. And
set that in play.
And I don't want to get it twisted to where it makes it feel like, oh, you got to go out and find somebody to get you to affirm you.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like at the end of the day, that, again, that's just like the passion piece. That's only going to do but a little bit. Right? That's only going to do but a little bit. But
you can't deny that it was.
You're right. When that moment when it was like, yo, like, your mind is sharp. Like, you're smart. Like, I don't think I never really heard nobody say, like, yo, you're smart. So that joint just opened up something in me where it was like, okay, X, like, if you can just keep down the lane of, like, what comes easy for you, which is just thought, just pure creativity, then you're it's gonna come naturally. You're not gonna have to fight for.
Right.
Yes. Can I get an Island Green Detox Island Green.
What else can we get for you?
You want some? You sure?
Yeah.
Y'all want some? All right, bet. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Just one detox Island Green.
Yeah, Detox Island Green.
We'll have your total at the window.
All right, bet. But that's when I really, when you can, I forgot what I was saying, but because I struggle with ADHD, and for me, that was always a thing of people questioned how I thought, how I went about things. Why was I this, or how come I can't do this, or why don't I just do this, or you do too much, or stay still, or the process in which the way I went about life and the way I just was naturally, my bubbly self, it just wasn't really accepted. So once I found like that, wait, I can use this for I'm good. How you? Okay. Let me know if it decline. Let me know if it decline. It might decline. It did? Hey. Okay. What was I saying? See? So once I really learned how to like harness that and not like medically like let me take this so that I can conform, and no, I want to be myself. Like I love who I am. Like I loved my mind. I loved how sporadic I am. I love how adventurous I am. I love how spontaneous I am. I love how witty and like social I am. When I do this, I become who you want me to be.
Right.
And so like when I'm like this, bro, like that's when I'm coming up with clothes and ideas and things like that could spark the city to be, on the map for a whole nother demographic.
Yep.
Like why do I have to conform to this? So I think, if that answers the question, like
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
You finna come.
Oh. Thank you. Did you take some of it? Did you drink some of it?
No.
Yes, you did. You drank some of it.
No.
I could tell.
I don't like that one.
Why is it so low? You drank some of it. Yes, you did. I'm gonna tell your manager. Okay. Was that recorded?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hey yo. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Detox Island Green, tropical smoothie. All right. This is the joint I get. Spinach, kale, pineapples, mango, no added sugar and ginger. Detox Island Green.
So on the topic of monetizing passion, a lot of creatives struggle to charge what they're actually worth for what they love. How did you overcome that?
Overcome. I'm still climbing that hill.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you can say all day. Like, if they're not gonna pay me what I'm worth, then I'm not. I ain't taking it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna lose a lot of opportunity. They could get you in the door for you to, what I'm saying, charge a higher price if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
But I've never been that, like, everybody is different. So I can't tell you how you're supposed to go about it. It's been people that walked in my doors and talked to me and told me and saw what I was doing and was like, you need to be charging this. And it's like, well, if that's the case, then why are you not doing it and charging it?
Right.
But you're constantly battling yourself.
Yeah.
If there, you know what I'm saying? With stuff like that, you're constantly battling yourself.
Okay.
If today I wake up and I feel like I'm a million, you know what I'm saying? Today, if I wake up and I feel great about myself, then I probably have the confidence to be able to do that. But if I wake up on a Wednesday and I don't feel too good and I'm anxious and I gotta make a decision that day, I might not feel good about charging that much. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's just a constant battle of self. Like,
I think that's fair.
I think it's a constant battle of self, and you got to get people around you that can help you navigate those things and like set a price to where sometimes you don't even got to be in a room.
Right.
So I've seen days where, I've seen the days where I've charged exactly what I'm worth and got it.
Right.
And I've seen the days where I've charged what I know I'm worth or above, and they looked at me sideways.
Right.
I've also seen the days where I've charged a little bit lower, or whatever, if it's a shirt or whatever, whatever it is, or if it's speaking engagement or whatever. I've also seen those days where you charge a little bit lower, but there's a relationship.
Right.
It's a bigger picture.
Okay.
Right? Like, not all the time is it got to be just this one transactional thing and it's like, boom, I'm done.
Right.
You may not charge nothing because you know the relationship is going to take you 5 years from now where you may be able to get a little pocket from it.
So would you, and this is not to say that you don't want to get paid, but would you say you place more value on opportunity than you do monetary, gain off top? Or like, where's that balance? I guess I'm just trying to figure out, because I understand that you still have to sustain and be able to have a life and do the things you need to do to continue to build. But where do you put that value more on the fact that I have this opportunity to work with this particular brand or this particular entity versus, they ain't paying that much? Like,
no, facts. I think that's where that passion, you know what I'm saying, that passion comes into it. That's where that love comes into it. That's where that, like, being in the wilderness, you know what I'm saying, comes into it. And I'll bring it full circle because, I'm in it for the long haul. Right? So, cool. Do I need that $1,500? Absolutely.
Right.
But does that make that relationship, like, completely just transactional, one and done, and then is, you know what I'm saying, is nothing from it?
Right.
So I'm not gonna say that I'm all about just relationship and that like that's the only thing I care about.
Right.
That it puts money to the side. But you know what I'm saying, I've been able to monetize a lot of my passions in a very strategic, creative way. But sometimes I very much put relationship as the priority. And I put God in it and I'm like, you know what? I know that I know what I'm worth, and I know if I can trust God in this, I know what'll come from it.
Right.
And I know God ain't gonna do me wrong. But you also got to be wise too, right? Like, because God can bring something to your doorstep, and you just not be wise and be a fool, or don't ask for help, or don't ask questions, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you should have charged. Like, know your worth. So it goes back and forth, to be honest. But like, I do think like that confidence in yourself has a lot to do with it. The imposter syndrome, you know what I'm saying, when you sending over that contract, do you really believe that do you really believe that you like that? Like, right? Like, you can say that all day in your bed while you on Instagram, but like when it come down to putting, is it really in you to send that? It's so many different things that go through it, but I know for sure when I speak to entrepreneurs or speak to creators or students, whatever, it's like, don't miss out on the value of relationships, because those things can put you in rooms that you can't. Those relationships, there's some partnerships that I was in that I didn't get paid a dime.
Right.
But it carried my value carried itself to where it put me in rooms that I didn't even know I was being spoke of. Springboard, absolutely. Just by maintaining my integrity and showing up as a good partner regardless.
Right. Yeah, I think that's fair. So, on that note, for people who do want to do good but still eat, how do you balance giving back and getting paid? Because that's, in my opinion, that's a skill.
Yeah,
You know
no
what I'm saying?
facts.
That's just not something you just jump out the bed and you're like, I got this. Like, how do you balance those two?
Yeah, no, that's back to your priorities.
Oh, okay.
That's back to your priorities. Everybody ain't in it to give. Everybody ain't in it to give, and that's okay. Like, I mean, you know, like, not to bring up, you know, people that, you know, are on the edge of, you know, some people like this guy, some people don't like this guy, right? So Elon Musk, right? Like, I don't know that man from a hole in a wall.
Yeah.
But is he more of a capital entrepreneur? Yeah. Like, right? Like, he's not really in it to be the most philanthropic, right? Like, and that's his priority.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody telling me he had to do that.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody telling me I had to start a nonprofit first and give to my, you know what I'm saying? And give, and then say, okay, now I need to make some money.
Right.
Right? So, I think it all goes back down to priority. I think it all goes back down to, like, your morals, your values.
Right.
Right? Like I said in the last joint, my grandmother was the humble, my grandfather was the hustle.
Yeah.
So just as well as I know how to pack up a truck and, like, when I was a kid, head to the flea market and sit all Saturday and sell clothes, tires, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I also know that I also know situations that I've been in and situations that my family have been in, and I need to make sure that, like, hey, if I know somebody that needs something,
Right.
that I take care of that.
Right.
Right. If I'm fortunate enough to feed for myself, then I can make sure that somebody else is taken care of too.
But that's in you.
That's in me. That's not for everybody.
Right.
That's not for everybody.
Okay.
That's your morals and your morals and values. If your morals and values don't add up like that, don't go trying to be somebody that you're not. If it ain't in you to do that, nobody's telling you gotta go do that.
Right.
Then I just cut my car and he's spraying grass all over the. Dang, I said I just cut my car. But no, I do. I love that question for real. I love that question because I think it's great for everybody to give. I think everybody should give.
Right.
I think everybody should pay homage to their community and, like,
Right.
you know, to the people that paved the way for them. But don't go outside of who you are.
Right.
Trying to prove, you know, anything. Like, giving was part. That's how I grew up.
Right.
Like, I literally grew up, you know, watching my grandmother do this stuff. I grew up watching my grandfather do this stuff. My mother, my aunt, like, that's in me. Right. So it comes naturally for me.
Fair.
Now, do I overextend sometimes? Absolutely. Do I got a big heart? Absolutely. He was talking about that yesterday. Like, us people, we got to figure out where to draw the line.
Right.
But it's just naturally in us.
But does it ever not come back in a blessing?
Never.
Yeah.
Never. That's why it's always so easy for us to do it, because we know at some point, whether it's a bill getting paid or whether, you know what I'm saying, and it's little stuff. Like, you never know. Like, it could be as simple as, like, I needed an appointment and it just opened up. Like, it's little stuff like that. That's the way I feel like God blesses. We always look for it in these structured ways. Like, well, if I give this, then I'm gonna come back. Exactly. Nah, like, it might just be that you hit that pothole and you ain't blow your tire.
Hey.
Like, for real. Like, that's how it comes back. So
that's fair. Yeah. So, do you remember the first thing you ever got paid for that was tied to your creativity?
First thing I got paid for tied to my creativity. Oh man. Yeah, probably a t-shirt.
Okay.
Probably a t-shirt. Either a t-shirt or paid for, like, monetarily.
Yeah.
Probably a t-shirt.
Okay.
Probably a t-shirt, or it went from, like, a t-shirt to, like, then I started, like, when I started doing photography,
right,
my art. When I did my first exhibit, I started seeing, like, when people bought my art. That was really, 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 really dope.
Right.
Anybody that's got art by Xavier Tramaine out there, any photos from Africa, like, shout out to you, because that's really tough. So people bought my art. I think I would say a t-shirt.
Okay.
I would say a t-shirt. I think the first thing that was probably ever purchased was definitely a T-shirt, because when we started the nonprofit, that was the quickest way we could do fundraising. And then once I realized, like, oh, like I could put anything on a T-shirt,
Right,
like I could create what I want,
Right.
oh, bet. And that ain't nothing that you like. As simple as that is, and it's probably people that's gonna hear this joint and be like people been making T-shirts. Like, I didn't know that growing up. Like that wasn't like. I'm not gonna say it's foreign, or maybe I just wasn't exposed to it.
Common to you.
It wasn't common to me to be like, oh, bet, like if I do this, like, and it seems so simple. And again, I grew up around like buy a lamp, sell a lamp. Like I grew up around, but I never thought about, oh, I'm gonna use my creativity to, put art and creativity on a T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just didn't come.
Okay. What's one mistake that you see people make all the time when trying to monetize their passion?
A mistake?
Yeah.
A mistake I see when people trying to monetize their passion is trying to monetize their passion.
You gotta go deep on that.
So it's I feel like it's cool, and again, I'm just speaking from spirit right now. So we just rapping. So I feel like I'm probably going to negate myself while I'm saying this, but whatever. Like, cause I'm the first person to champion and be like, yo, you actually really good at this. This trying to turn into a business.
Right.
I'm quick to say that.
Right.
But I also know that it can, if you're not strong enough and if you're not really, really tapped in, that can really like dilute your passion.
Okay.
Because not everybody's built to like, not everybody's made to like have to monetize it.
Okay.
So again, if I see you and I'm like, okay, I'm watching, like I'm seeing like cool, like I'm quick to be like, yeah, you got a talent, like
right.
Yeah, you should probably be doing this. I'm quick to call that out. But I could also put you in an environment and see real quick
right.
Where your heart is.
Okay.
And be like, oh, they didn't sell out the first time.
Right.
They quit. That ain't meant for them.
Right.
So, I'm not gonna say I have the answer for it, because that goes back to like side hustle versus entrepreneurship.
Right.
Right. Like you might just need to keep this joint as a side hustle so that you don't have to dive all the way in.
Okay.
Because you might not have the mentality to be like, hey, look, if I don't have nothing, I'm still good.
Right.
That takes a very special person to be butt naked and be like stripped of everything, and you don't know where your next dollar's coming from.
Right.
And still be mentally there, still be able to show up. Not everybody's that. And that's okay.
So monetizing passion isn't the problem, but also only doing it to make a buck.
Yeah, it's got to be a why.
Okay.
It's got to be a why. And maybe I should have said that first. It's like, what's your why?
Right. Because
you go out and it's like, oh, I make cupcakes, boom, I'm doing it. And it's like, but you don't got no why behind it. So it's not going to, it can't live for so long. Right. Because at some point you're going to get tested.
Yeah.
At some point your why is going to question why.
Or the money ain't gonna be coming in.
Exactly.
You still want to do it.
And when the money ain't coming in, you gotta stand on that why. When the money don't hit and the money don't drop, or that invoice don't clear, or that person doesn't pay you,
right?
You still gotta stand on that why,
right?
And you still gotta produce, if that's what you want to do.
Because 9 times out of 10, without the why, you're not gonna keep doing it.
No, absolutely not. It's so easy to fold. I could quit tomorrow. Right. I don't know what the hell I do. I don't know if I'd be a mechanic, right, or walk dogs. I don't know what I would do.
Right.
Because I feel like I really tapped into something where I feel like I really tapped into something where it's like, yo, like this is what I was like, literally, like physically, emotionally, socially. I was built for this.
Yeah.
Like, a lady in my church said that to me as a prophecy. She was like, yo, your shoulders are literally built for the things that you're gonna go through. That like only your shoulders can withstand that. That's a God moment, bro. That's God saying like, bro, I built you for this.
Right.
So don't you ever question where I got you, because I made you for this. It's gonna be hard as hell.
Yeah.
But I made you for this.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta stand on your why.
So-
and your why changes.
So I gotta ask, because with what you just said, I have to know, like, knowing what you know about your shoulders being built to carry this, on those days where the invoices aren't clearing and, you know, the project falls through, you're not shaking because you know.
Shit, I'm shaking.
No.
No.
I mean, is it? Because I'm just asking. I mean, everyone has that humanistic side of them.
Yeah.
You have a godly confidence in knowing, like, God put me here to do this. So, yeah, today's a bad day, or hell, this might even be a bad month.
Facts.
But I'm not panicking because I have confidence,
Right.
that this is
I
going
got
to turn
faith.
around.
I got faith.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I do. What's the question again?
I just think I was wondering, like, when those invoices don't clear or the money's not happening, are you still as rooted in your confidence? Are you still as strong because you know you were built for this, or do you still have those moments of like, man, I might want to start jumping on Indeed and putting in some applications, or like?
Yeah, I feel it. As 1-2 years in, yeah, bro, it was. I mean, and you talking about somebody? I was sleeping on my own couch, Airbnb, my room out. Right, just to make sure extra stuff is coming in.
Right.
Doing photography, like whatever. So yeah, I've definitely had those moments where I'm like, bro, I might need to go get a job.
Right.
Like for real, like I might need it, and it's okay. Like that's okay, because if those are the things that test you to kind of callous you and build, and you know what I'm saying, like if you think about a weightlifter's hands, like those first calluses are rough. As they start like doing it more, like they can hold the bar a little bit longer, whatever.
Right.
But I would say it's very scary, like when that stuff happens. But now I do feel like me and God got such a relationship that I can kind of foresee.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I know what you're doing.
Right.
Based off of certain decisions that I made, you throwing me through this loop again.
Right.
And until I pass this test,
Like I've seen this before.
I didn't seen this before.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see this before, and I just didn't pass that test. So
Right.
you gonna keep me in this loop until I pass this test. And it may be that the car breaks down this time. It may be that somebody else needs something. It may be an invoice doesn't clear. It could be anything. But certain tests happen to get you to the next level.
Yeah.
Right? Like certain things that you know you're destined for. So like it's just a choice. It's a choice sometimes of like, well, if I still want to kind of play around, then I'm gonna keep going through certain things until you really lock in.
Until I get it right.
Until you get it right. That's all it is, bro. That's why I said entrepreneurship is probably the closest thing to a spiritual journey than anything I can ever imagine. Yeah. Because you have nobody else to call on. Like you have nobody else to call on but God. Yeah. So, yeah, I believe that my faith is strong. Do I want it to be stronger? Absolutely. Right. Am I working on that? Absolutely. Am I tested? Absolutely. But I know for sure that as you go through it, just like anything, the longer that you're in it, the more that you can withstand.
I think that's right.
I'm saying the more that you can withstand and the more that you can kind of take on, and 2 years in, I may be able to go 2 months and be like, okay, where am I? This time I may be able to go 6 months, and
Yeah.
then I can go a year, and then I can go 2 years, just knowing that something's gonna happen,
Yeah.
something's gonna clear, something might. I've seen it where I ain't know where. I've seen times, bro, where I ain't know where payroll was coming from.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't know where it was coming from. What up? I ain't know where it was coming from. Out of nowhere, checks in the mail.
Yeah.
Or this person, cleared this thing that I didn't even think about. Like, I have seen it with my eyes. Like, so I do have an immense amount of faith that it's constantly tested. And the fact that I'm saying this out of my mouth,
Yeah.
I know God is like, so you do. All right.
Right.
Like, that's how our relationship is.
Get ready.
Is I say some stuff and he be like,
I'll put that to the test.
I feel like he probably got a smoothie too. Where like, yeah, we gonna see. We gonna see. And it can put you through a whirlwind where your back is against the wall,
Yeah.
and you don't know what the hell is about to happen.
Yeah.
But like, again, like, God is good. So my family, my loved ones, my friends. Once you get that stuff wrapped around you in a good way, it allows you to, who to call on now. You know who to lean on in certain predicaments. You know when to fast. You know when to like really really lock in. You know when to step away. Like, all of those things come from just experience, just naturally just experience. So I would say, yeah, it's just with experience comes lessons, but comes growth. Yeah.